This team's home country. Can the prancing horse take pole position tonight? TSMO over the line. He does take it back, and nobody was in doubt at all. The Ferrari takes pole position here in Italy. It is lights out and away we go. TSMO off the line, brilliantly off the line from the McLaren in second place. All the way down in towards turn one we go. Who's going to take it here? Then a brilliant fight in towards the first corner. TSMO still holds it then. Luco up to second place. It is Chris third then. Lurchi running in 4. Clapland 5. Then P6 is Pepe's then. Comes Noah in P7. But a great and clean start from the drivers once again. TSMO gets a great start, the same as he did in Silverstone, and gain that gap. He's doing it again, and it is absolutely brilliant so far. We look towards the gap behind then, and we've got some overtakes here. It is Noah He looking for up the inside line. Not enough there. Off the track there goes the Haas car, though. And now Noah can take advantage up the outside line. Noah into P6 as Pepe's loses a bit of wing there. A bit of contact on the backside of the Alpine as the front left end plate gets damaged. And Noah now losing time. He's going to lose a lot of time because of that. He's going to have to try and wrestle the car through the corners now because of that loss of aerodynamics then on the car. But it's lap 1 of 32 and side by side in towards the final 2 corners. Chris in second place, just about holding it then. Luco into third place. Here we go, running it down in towards turn 1 down the main straight here in Imola. It's the Mercedes against the McLaren in towards turn 1. Who's it going to be? Chris with the inside line with the advantage at the moment. Out of the race now is Beast, retiring from the session, I believe, in the pit lane. Into P9 now ahead of the Haas. A great pass on the Haas as the Aston Martin trying to hold his place. Great move as Pepe's going to have to hold back now. Marco Polo gaining in P11. He's going to look for the inside line. Marco now for a move. On the inside, contact made and he gets spun around. It was contact in towards the left-hander there into the chicane. And Marco Polo now gets to experience the consequences. Pepe's off on the track now in front as well. Pepe's in P14. Now to 15 as he loses a place. Oh, into what's turn 1 then. Here we go. Chris is putting a fight to the race leader. Chris into P1 ahead of the race leader now. Who was expecting that? Both prancing horses now in 2 and 3. The Ferraris together. It is Luco down to 4. Trying to hold on as much as he can. It's 2 Ferraris in 2 and 3. 2 McLarens in 4 and 5. Christo, the sole Mercedes, up at the front, leading this Grand Prix with 2 places gained since the start. And no warning to his name at the moment. He's running really nicely. Just has to try and keep this lead. At the moment, I don't believe he has any car damage. He doesn't. He is looking all good, and tyre temps and wear are looking very nice indeed for 4 laps in. He's looking really strong at the moment and definitely in a position to hold this place. But we know how fast this Ferrari is behind him, and also Lurchi too. And with the help of, these guys battling, Lurchi is going to be able to really get closer now to these guys up at the front. And once in that DRS range, anybody is capable. So this is going to be a really interesting fight. Lap 5 now of the Grand Prix begins. We cross the line with the drivers. Chris leads, but for how long? Here comes one Ferrari. Round the outside line he goes. He gets the lead again. Does TSMO. Chris drops down to 2. Lurchi now still running in 3, watching this unfold, but he will be within DRS then when he gets it open. Now gaining on the Mercedes. Not enough for a move just yet, but on the backside of him, and if he can maximise the exit through these corners and the entry too, he is going to close in on him, which he's doing at the moment. You can see on the interval there, he's only 0.3 of a second behind this Mercedes and absolutely flying at the moment. This is looking good for the Ferrari, but this is a great move then. Look at this then, ladies and gentlemen. All the way down in towards turn 1 we go. Clapland gets ahead of Chris. Luco gets ahead of Chris for a brief moment in time. The Mercedes tries to fight it back, but not enough fight in him. And the 2 McLarens now sneak through to 3 and 4. Chris has lost out so much in the last few laps. And going from the race lead to P5 is going to, hurt quite a bit. It's going to sting for Chris. But the 8th lap of the Grand Prix at the moment. And we are 1/4 of the way in to this Grand Prix. It does go fairly quickly. Sebi then with a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. That'll be 3 warnings. As Marco Polo now retires as well. Luco in the pit lane then, he's on the mediums. Luco goes onto the medium compound tyre after finally making a pit stop, going long on the hards. He's the first of the hard runners to do it. The fastest lap as well, and here's TSMO. You can see him gaining right on the backside of him, ready for an overtake. He looks up the inside, ladies and gentlemen, trying to make a move here. Can this Ferrari get through past the Mercedes? No, he cannot. Very easy indeed. Round the outside line, the Ferrari goes forward again. TSMO leads the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. The Ferrari back again in front by half a second now already over Chris. He's absolutely slingshotted himself through. Lerchi 3. It is Luco running in 4. 5 is Clapland. P6 Lavexi. Greed. P7. 8 Noah. 9 Don Pedrito. And 10 is Pepe's. But a great race so far. Really enjoyed it, actually. They really do. We've got a McLaren now coming for an overtake, ladies and gentlemen. Gaining all the way down in towards the left-hand side. This could be an overtake then for the Ferrari. Tries it. Gets shut off. The McLaren gets a bad exit through there due to having to defend so hard. Lerchi, though, still not able to get through from that. Luco on the Mercedes into turn 2. Look at that. He makes him go around then. The Mercedes hits the wall into the barrier signage. Chris down into P5, everybody. Contact for the second time we've seen in that same corner today. And Chris now loses places. 5th place is his with a time penalty as well. Clapler and Lerchi without penalties. Luco does have one, which means he will lose out to Clapler and his teammates at the moment. And Lerchi is looking like he'll be getting 3rd place. Well, here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. The final lap of the Grand Prix begins. It is TSMO as your leader in the Ferrari. And you absolutely cannot fault the man at all, can you? You really can't. He has driven a sensational race. And that is his race story. Start position 1. He currently leads. Only 1 warning. And 1 corner cut. He's doing extremely well. He's kept it so clean this evening. And it is, you know, definitely looking like it is going to go his way come race end. But what a race it has been. And this Ferrari of TSMO dominating once again. The first round of the season in Silverstone, taking the win really easily. Did a sensational job with that, and now today it's going to do the exact same thing. Lap 32, and the Ferrari, the prancing horse, is going to come up towards the line and here in Imola win in the home country of the team. TSMO wins the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix, beating the 2 McLarens by 8 whole seconds. An incredible drive then as Clapland comes home for 2, Luco comes home for 3, and that is your podium places, ladies and gentlemen.